What is going on, everybody? The trade recaps are officially back, and I am very excited to bring them to you. A little bit of a different camera angle. I'm not going to be sticking to this one. Camera's only there because I recorded a video last night, moved my tripod over there, and I just haven't moved it back to its original spot. But without any further ado, we are just going to hop into this. This is also kind of going to be a little bit of like a scalping strategy, if you will, or not really a strategy. I'm just going to kind of show you guys what was going through my mind today. I've been scalping a lot more, taking anywhere from 2 to 3 trades per day. However, I am still using a lot of the parts in my strat, but I have been just reading price action purely, as well as taking all things from my actual strategy into consideration. Anyway, we took 3 trades by 10:05 a.m. So we were already done trading 35 minutes into the market being open, which was amazing. Anyway, market opens right here at that vertical red line right there. And if you go ahead and drop onto the 5-minute, and I'll show you guys this right here. Pretty much the 2 zones I had marked out was this this low right down here, and these highs right up here that we had. I was ideally looking for us to close and hold below this zone down here to play short, because as you can see, we have been in a pretty bearish downtrend on the higher time frame. Once again, if I go onto the 15-minute, you can see right here. And if I zoom out, we do have a lot of imbalance down here to fill. We do have a lot of strong levels right down here, but ideally, it's been so long since then. If we closed and held below that zone right there, I was really looking to play shorts. That's what I was waiting for and wanting to do. Going into market open, 5-minute Hikinashi was also red right here, as you can see on the right hand side. So I did have a bearish bias going into market open. Market opens right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes into market open. I actually end up taking my first trade. We had a little bit of consolidation in this candle right here. We kind of broke out. I took a stab at it, literally just set up a 1-to-1 with my SL above this previous high right here. Set up just above a 1-to-1. My TP was at the top of this zone, which ended up getting hit in one candle right there. So instantly, pretty much right off rip, off market open, caught a 28-point dub, which was awesome. Usually I wouldn't take this kind of trade, but I'm kind of starting to experiment more with a little bit more of a scalping approach to the market. As you can see, this was a super quick trade. Literally was only in it for less than 2 minutes. And I had a 1-to-1 RR. I said in my last video, I really don't like to trade 1-to-1 RRs, but in this setup, I was pretty confident in this, especially just because of that big bearish downtrend that we were having. And I was anticipating us to go ahead and break below this zone. Here, I was kind of just anticipating the break of it, which obviously we didn't end up getting. We luckily still hit TP. Anyway, we ended up holding off of this zone. Once again, this candle right here just came out of nowhere, that bullish candle right there. Not quite sure where that came from. There was no news or anything really at all. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Low-key pause. But yeah, you can see that this zone that we had drawn out right here was respected very, very well. I still did, however, have a bearish bias. Now, 5-minute Hikinashi did turn green here, but I still did have a bearish bias. I kind of thought this was going to be a fake out to the upside, trying to stop out anybody in shorts. So I re-entered shorts right here after seeing this big dump, and then we kind of just lost all of that upside momentum right here. Green candle, but huge top wick. Again, huge top wick. This candle right here, huge top wick, even though we closed green. Ended up waiting for a little bit of a pullback. Filled my order right there for shorts and had my SL above this high right here. Ended up getting stopped out. I set up a almost 2-to-1 RR on that, so I had a 22.25 SL and a 40-point TP, so that would be a 1-to-1.8 RR. Ended up getting stopped out on that one, so that one put me just a little bit up on the day. I still was up on the day, but it was only like 5 points. So I was pretty much just a break even to this point. Now, pretty much as soon as I get stopped out of this, I noticed that 5-minute Hikinashi flipped green. We also closed and held very strongly above these relative equal highs right here. Little bit of an intraday level, as well as showing so much momentum out of this zone. Now I am pretty much fully flipped to the upside bias. If I go out into the 2-minute as well, I see that we are very bullish on the 2-minute right here. So I actually went ahead and took a stab at longs right here. Once again, literally set up with just a 20-point SL and a 40-point TP that ended up getting hit in 1, 2, 3 minutes. Right up, just played right up here into our zone. This thing rejected perfectly out of our zone that we had drawn up here. So zones were drawn out very well today. That was 3 trades, stopped trading after that. So I ended up the day about just over 40 points, about 45 points total on the day. And you can see these zones have honestly kind of just been getting respected almost all day. Right here, first rejection out of there, then here. Broke above it right here, then we came right back down. I still consider that the level being respected. Right back here, look, just barely tapped into it. Huge rejection. Came all the way up here. Now, right here is where I really would have entered to look to enter a big long position, but we just couldn't fully hold above it. Even on the 5-minute, we looked so bullish. I'm kind of glad that I stopped trading by then, because if I was at my desk and I saw that, I probably would have tried to stab at longs on this little pullback right here. Ended up dumping all the way back down. We retested again right here. Look, rejection here, rejection. Struggled to get above it here, and looks like now right over here around 1 o'clock. So just as of recently, we've kind of started to break above and hold above this level. Market was very rangy today. You can even see here on the 5-minute Hikinashi, we went from literally red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, and it's just choppy. So market didn't really know which side it wanted to be on fully today. Luckily, I was able to catch 2 dubs. Unfortunately, we did take that 1L. If that trade right there was able to be a dub, I would have went 3 for 3 today, and that would have been absolutely amazing. But guys, one more thing I just want to talk about is your risk. So obviously, your risk is the most important thing in trading, okay? If you do not have good risk, you are going to get burned. The reason that I'm able to play around with all of these different strategies and kind of, like I normally wouldn't have taken these kinds of trades. I was pretty much just sat at my desk today and was just kind of reading price action. You guys have even seen how Habibi trades. It seems like Habibi trades a new strategy every single day. One day he says he's, trading Fibonacci. Another day he says he's just reading price action. Today he said he was trading trend lines. Sometimes he says he trades supply and demand. Sometimes he says he does this, and sometimes he says he does that. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I kind of do a similar thing, except I have certain values that I always have like a foundation of and a base of and a knowledge of. And I think that I've kind of just gained all of that from having so much experience. I've literally looked at this chart every single day for probably like the last over 2 years now. It's crazy to think it's already been that long, but just that market experience you'll be able to read price action. I'll be able to look at this chart right here and say, yeah, this thing is going to dump another 28 points. I'm willing to take a stab at it. Right here, we flipped, closed above these highs. Like, you can see how I literally just am able to look at this. Even in hindsight, I'm like, okay, right here, rejected out of this zone, big momentum candle, a little bit of a pullback, 5-minute Hikinashi, flipped green, relative equal highs right here. We close above with momentum. If I go on to the 2-minute, we're showing that momentum and strength as well. I'm going to enter there, 20-point SL, 40-point TP, bang. Like, I couldn't, it's just things, like certain things, you just see them. After spending so much time in the market, you just see them. So that's another thing. Don't rush the process. Being able to just see these things obviously comes with time and a lot of lost money, a lot of lost trades. I think I've blown over 50 evaluation accounts, probably over 10 live accounts. The biggest difference that I noticed in the way that I trade now, which is the best that I ever have, in the way that I used to when I was blowing accounts every fucking week, was that I was just sending it. I was treating it like gambling. I wasn't managing my risk. I would over leverage. Like, everyone says but once you wrap your head around the fact that all successful trading is, it's like 20% your strategy. The other 80% is your psychology and your risk management. I literally wake up every single day now and I don't look forward to trading. I get on the chart. I think it's boring. The most fun part that I have trading is in the Discord call when like we hit a trade and we like dance around and we're just like goofing off. But like the actual act of trading itself, I don't particularly enjoy. And I am busy like throughout the rest of my day. I have a lot of other work to get done, right? I started my freelance digital advertising service thing that I've been doing. I was literally on a call with a potential client earlier. So I'm like, I have all of this other stuff that I need to get done during the day. I have videos I need to record. I have emails I need to write. I have people I have to talk to. And that's when I saw the most success in trading, is when I stopped making trading like my main thing. Like, for so long, day trading was my entire life. I would eat, sleep, and breathe day trading. I would wake up and I would trade. After I was done trading, I would back test for like 2 hours. After I was done back testing for 2 hours, I would watch YouTube videos on different strats. Anytime I went on TikTok, Instagram, the only people I followed were trading creators. Trading this, trading that. So much information just constantly flooding my brain that when the time came to actually trade, I was just obsessed with it that I couldn't even focus on it, and I was just shoving so much stuff down my throat, that I couldn't even breathe. I saw the most success in my trading when I stopped giving a shit about trading and just finding it boring. When I literally now when I get on the charts, I try to finish trading as soon as possible so I can just get off the charts and go about the rest of my day. What I'm trying to say to you guys is the less that you start to care about this shit, the more results you'll see. At least that's how it was for me, which is kind of crazy and it's a hard idea to get behind, because it's like, well, that doesn't really make much sense. It seems like the more work I put in, the more I'll get out. But for me, it was the complete opposite. The less time I spent studying and back testing, the better I ended up trading. So that's my 2 cents. That's a quick little trade recap. I know it wasn't too in-depth. Brand new channel. Thank you guys so much for the support on my first video. It went crazy. Almost 2 weeks into 2025. I hope you guys have been killing it. I hope you guys have been getting after it every single fucking day, because that's what this year is all about, genuinely. But that's going to be it from me. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, peace out.